Hi friends, I have another read aloud for you, and what's going on with this book? It doesn't have a title on the front, does it? It just has a picture. If we turn it around, it's got the same picture on the back. And look, it's even got an old barcode, like Mrs. Doyle teaches us. And the call numbers, it's an old library book that I found at an estate sale. I don't even know if it says what library it's from. But today's book is called Drummer Hoff. If we open it up to the title page, we can see it's called Drummer Hoff. And the thing I like the most about this book is the pictures. It's not a very long book, so I'm going to hold it open a little bit longer on the pictures so you can see them. But this is a cumulative story. It's a story about some soldiers that build a cannon. A cannon, you may have seen these on the movies, maybe on an old pirate ship or in an old war story. Cannons were these big things that shot out big cannonballs and they go boom. Maybe you've seen somebody be shot out of a cannon before in the cartoons. We don't really see cannons much anymore, but they're fun to look at in stories. So this is a cumulative story about some soldiers who build a cannon. Drummer Hoff. Oh, and it's illustrated by Ed Emberley. Give credit to Ed Emberley. And looky there. There's one of the flowers like we saw on the front of the book. Drummer Hoff fired it off. Private Parridge brought the carriage, but Drummer Hoff fired it off. Corporal Farrell brought the barrel. Corporal Farrell brought the barrel. Private Parridge brought the carriage, but Drummer Hoff fired it off. He's got a drum, just like our drum line. The name of the carriage, it says Sultan. Maybe that's the name of the cannon. Sergeant Chowder brought the powder. Let's look at Sergeant Chowder. First of all, he's got a really cool peg leg. He's got this big old barrel. It says powder. What kind of powder do you think he was bringing? Let's see. What kind of powders do I know of? Baby powder. Do you think it was baby powder or powdered sugar? I've heard of powdered sugar before. Powder, like makeup powder? Like powder for your face? I'm not wearing any powder today. Sergeant Chowder brought the powder. Let's see if we can find out what the powder is for. Sergeant Chowder brought the powder. Corporal Farrell brought the barrel. Private Parridge brought the carriage, but Drummer Hoff fired it off. And there's Sergeant Chowder. He's pouring the powder into the cannon. I think it must be gunpowder. Gunpowder is what was going to make the cannon go kaboom. Captain Bammer brought the rammer. Look at that. Looks like a big old brush. What is that brush for? Captain Bammer brought the rammer. Sergeant Chowder brought the powder. Corporal Farrell brought the barrel. Private Parridge brought the carriage, but Drummer Hoff fired it off. He's using that rammer to push all the powder all the way to the back, I guess. Major Scott brought the shot. There's that big old cannonball they're going to put in there. Think that bird's going to go with it? Maybe he's going to take a ride on it. Major Scott brought the shot. Captain Bammer brought the rammer. Sergeant Chowder brought the powder. Corporal Farrell brought the barrel. Private Parridge brought the carriage, but Drummer Hoff fired it off. I like the colors in this book. Very pretty colors. They look like our watercolors. General Border gave the order. Ooh, he's fancy looking, isn't he? Back in the olden days, like even before Mrs. Contreras was born, the war general, they wore big fancy clothes and they would ride on a fancy horse so everybody knew they were in charge. He's got his fancy clothes on. So there's no mistaking it. General Border gave the order. Major Scott brought the shot. Captain Bammer brought the rammer. Sergeant Chowder brought the powder. Corporal Farrell brought the barrel. Private Parridge brought the carriage. But Drummer Hoff fired it off. And if you look, he's saying, ready, aim. What comes next? Ready, aim, fire! There goes Drummer Hoff. He drops the hammer. Click. What's going to happen next? Kaboom! Woo! That's a big explosion. Look at it. Everything's red. Oh my goodness. There's Drummer Hoff. Where did everybody else go? I don't even see them. Do you see them? Look, and there's the cannonball. There's the cannonball right there. Yeah, bud. Reading a book. And then this is the last page. What do we see? There's the cannon. But where did all the men go? Let's look at the cannon. There's birds. There's birds all around it. There's flowers growing. There's a little grasshopper. This is my favorite part. Let me come to this side. Is this right here. Look at that little spider. He built a web. He built a web on the trigger where Drummer Hoff was. Why do you think a spider, do you want to see it? Why do you think a spider built the web? Do you think maybe it's been there for a long time? Maybe after they shot the cannon, they left it there. Now it's been there for so long, pretty things have started growing around it. So maybe this is in the future. Oh, look, there's even a bird with a little nest. Little baby birds in the nest. Look at that. And that's the end. Oh, you're standing on my leg. That's not safe. Whoa, watch out. That's the end. And look, here is the little spot for the card where we would check it out. I've told you guys about that a couple of times. That's the old-fashioned way to check out a book, a library book. And let's see, the dates on it are from 1968. The last time this book was checked out and stamped was March 21st, 1972. So you can ask your grown-ups or maybe even your grandparents if they were alive in 1972. I wasn't alive yet. Sister Dora was, though. All right, my friends, that was the book Drummer Hoff. I like this book because it's an older book. It's a little bit different than the books we normally read. So I hope you enjoyed it.